I just want to say before this video starts that this video is in no way me trying to hate or cancel these content creators that I will be discussing. This is not a hate video in the slightest. This is just me holding these content creators accountable. Some of the content creators discuss, I enjoy their content, you know? And some of them I don't. But nevertheless, they're all going to get the same treatment because, yeah. I will be voicing not only my frustration, but others' frustration in the community with these content creators and with the fans, you know? Some of the fans. Yeah, I just wanted to get that out of the way. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Hey guys, my name is Fruit, aka Fruitbug, and today I will be discussing the racism in the MCYT/Dream SMP community. If you don't already know, hi, my name is Fruit and I am black. I mean, I'm sure this is not a shocker for most of you watching this video, but for the one person that might not have known, there you go. I will be touching on racism towards other marginalized racial groups, like racism towards Asian people and racism towards Hispanics, or more specifically Mexican people in the community. And I will be using tweets from people of said minority groups who have expressed their disappointment and disgust towards these acts of racism, because I am not a part of these minority groups, and I feel like it would be better for me to, you know, take from like people who are from these groups that were offended, you know, rather than me just like saying whatever. So, also, I'm in a new location of my room. Very nice, you know, my little My Hero Academia poster and Minecraft poster. I also have notes on my laptop, so if you guys see me like looking to the side or whatever, that's why. I have like my laptop notes and everything that I want to be discussing in this video. I have it all planned out. I spent a lot of time on this script. 2 days and 2,000 words later, here we are. But yeah. Let me stop fucking talking and let's get into the actual meat of the video, shall we? I was introduced to the Dream SMP fandom in maybe December of 2020. And around this time is when, at least in the lore, Tommy was exiled. And during his exile, Tommy got a visit from a character called Mexican Dream. Kind of self-explanatory, it's Dream, but Mexican. And before anybody who doesn't know any of the lore or any of the content creators surrounding the Dream SMP, the person who plays Mexican Dream is Quackity, who is a Mexican streamer. And he created this like character to like show Mexican Dream is basically an embodiment of like so many Mexican stereotypes, and obviously Quackity is allowed to make those jokes and make fun of those stereotypes because he is Mexican. But this character has led to non-Mexicans you know, making fun of those stereotypes and saying jokes that only Mexican people can say, which is a problem, obviously. I'm going to be using threads from Twitter users DTQTWT and Honkin' Quackity to talk about the racism towards Hispanics, or more specifically Mexican people in the community. DTQTWT, or Angie, they start off their thread talking about different slurs directed towards Hispanic people and Mexican people. Moving on to Mexican accents. Ever since Quackity did the Mexican Dream character, I see a lot of non-Mexicans trying to impersonate him. Quackity made the character based off of harmful stereotypes of Mexicans, which is okay for him to do as a Mexican, but not anyone else. And then they start to talk about Quackity Spanish streams, which once in a while Quackity will go on his alt or his main Twitch and he'll do a stream entirely in Spanish because that is Quackity's native language, and you know, obviously he's going to attract more people who speak Spanish and are from Spanish speaking countries. I'm like really fucking sweaty right now. I'm so sorry. They say, now let's talk about Spanish/Spanish streams. Spanish is a beautiful language, but a lot of us are unable to speak it freely in public because of how people judge us for it. So when Quackity does a Spanish stream, it makes a lot of us feel at home, and English speakers shouldn't complain about not understanding, because not only do y'all get every stream in English, but y'all shouldn't be telling Quackity him speaking in his language is inconvenient for you. You want to understand the Spanish streams, learn Spanish, or follow someone who translates. They go on to say, going back to making jokes, just because you watch Quackity does not give you the excuse to make the same jokes he makes. You need to know your place as a non-Hispanic and or a non-Mexican person when making jokes based on harmful stereotypes towards us. Then they say, another thing to add on, accent/Spanish, mocking us was never and will never be funny. I know a lot of people make fun of Quackity for pronouncing things like Among Us wrong, and he may be okay with that, but please realize others aren't, and that shit is disrespectful to do. Let's move on to Honkin' Quackity, their thread. So Honkin' Quackity also talks about like Hispanic stereotypes in the community, and also people thinking that since Quackity makes jokes like that, it is okay for them to make jokes like that. So they talk about people using the Mexican dream voice and saying how it's incredibly racist and shouldn't be used by people who aren't. There's a fucking, hold on. They talk about how using that accent and, you know, stuff like that is not okay for non-Hispanics or non-Mexican people to use. And then they say, do not assume just because we are Hispanic/Latino we can handle anything spicy. That is a negative stereotype. And I think this is referring to when Quackity did a hot wing stream, and like obviously he was like, you know, the spices or whatever. Oh my god, shut the fuck up. Like, he was just reacting naturally to the hot wings. I don't know why I said that in the dumbest way humanly possible, but like I did. Holy Jesus Christ. And it was like funny, it was entertaining to watch, right? But then there was people like, oh, you're Mexican, like you should like be okay with spices and stuff like that, which is like something that's like stupid. Like, just because somebody's Mexican doesn't mean that they necessarily like are going to like be, what's the word that I'm looking for, tolerable to spices, I guess. You know, everybody's fucking different. Like, you guys are fucking stupid. So yeah. I want to quickly add something into this video. This didn't happen when I was filming the video. I mean, this happened after I was filming the video. But Quackity had an alt stream, and he was going through his territory on the Dream SMP called Las Nevadas, and he was building a wall or taking down a wall. I don't really remember. There was something to do with a wall, and as one may infer, I think you guys know where this is going. People were making Trump jokes. People were making border jokes. Jesus fucking Christ. People were also referring to Quackity as this like infamous drug lord, and obviously all of that is fucking terrible and awful. Like, and I'm pretty sure that most of the people who are making those jokes were not Hispanic or Mexican at all, which is what makes it more awful. Like, do you guys not like get how that is wrong? Yeah, this happened like maybe a few days ago from when I'm editing this. Yeah, I just wanted to put that in. These two threads, I didn't go like too deep into it. Obviously I'm going to link the threads in the description of this video if you guys want to go and read it yourself. But I think a lot of the racism towards Hispanics/Mexican people really stems from people like watching Quackity and non-Hispanic / Mexican people, and or non-Hispanic and or non-Mexican people like making those jokes. Like, I think it's okay because, oh, Quackity makes those jokes, so like I can make those jokes. Like, Quackity is making jokes based off of his own experience as a Mexican person. He's making these jokes off of harmful stereotypes that have been put on him as a Mexican person. So naturally, he's allowed to make those jokes, you know? Obviously, he's giving us, like, he's allowing us to laugh at those jokes, but it's not like we can't make those jokes because we aren't Mexican. It's really simple when you think about it, you know? If you don't experience it personally, why should you be making those jokes, right? And we're going to be touching more on that, like, topic of people making jokes that they don't experience, like, people making jokes about things that they don't experience more in this video. Now let's talk about racism towards the Asian people in this community. So, since the start of the COVID-19 epidemic, or pandemic, I actually don't know the difference of those two words, so we're just going to use both. Racism towards Asian people has been at an all-time high. Now, before I get into this topic, I want to make a quick content warning that I will be discussing the 2021 Atlanta spa shootings. So if this is something that, you know, is upsetting to you to listen to, especially if you're an Asian person who has been affected by this, I just want to put that content wording right there. So for anybody who doesn't know, on March 16th, 2021, a shooting spree occurred in spa / massage parlors in Atlanta, Georgia. 8 people were killed and 6 of those people were Asian women. But I say all this to talk about the hashtag #ShootersForDream. This hashtag was at the top of the trending page, like, not even a week after the shooting occurred, which is obviously incredibly insensitive and disrespectful. I don't know the actual context or the point behind the hashtag, but, like, it doesn't even matter because it's just fucking cruel. Like, simple as that. To trend a hashtag with that context days after an anti-Asian hate crime occurred that involves shootings is just, like, I don't even know, like, I don't even think that I should explain how disrespectful that is, right? Like, it's a no-brainer at this point. And the worst part is that Dream never said anything about it. Sure, you have a big fan base and it's hard to control every single corner of that fan base. But if you see this trending with it has your name on it, dude. Like, it literally has your name on it. #ShootersForDream. The top of trending after, like, not even a week after an anti-Asian hate crime happened, you know, and there are not only your Asian fans that are heartbroken by this, but just Asian people in general, and just people in general who are like, what the fuck? Why would you do this? He never, like, supported the hashtag, but being silent is being complicit. Like, he could have at least said something about it, right? Like, something. Just a sentence, maybe, like, hey, this is fucked up. I do not support this. Right? Right? But he literally said nothing. To this day, he has still said nothing about it. So basically, there's this clip of Techno, and I think this is from, like, when the quarantine happened, like March 2020, maybe, I don't know. And he's talking about, you know, I'm just gonna insert the clip here. It's better for you to see it than for me to explain it to you.
Horrific racism aside, think of how powerful it must be to be an Asian right now. Like, some person tries to, like, bother you, you're just minding your business. Like, some guy's like, oh, give me your lunch money. And you just be like, oh yeah, sure, here's my lunch money. Sorry,
Wait.
I've just been
Why would you
down
cough?
ever since I visited my grandparents in Wuhan. Anyway.
Yeah. Like, I don't even know if I can give commentary on this clip because, like, what the fuck? It's so explicitly there. Like, there's nothing that I can say that can just, like, help anybody, clarify anybody. Like, you know, like, it's there. It's right there. Like, he even starts off the clip saying, horrific racism aside. What? If you start something out like that, 9 times out of 10, actually 10 times out of 10, it's going to be insensitive and it's going to be racist. Simple as that. Simple as that. He goes on to say that an Asian person could cough on someone as a way of personal gain, which is one of the most privileged things that I have ever heard in my 16 years of living. Like, that's not a joke. Like, that's actually so baffling how privileged and ignorant somebody can be. As if an Asian person purposely coughing on somebody during a pandemic that specifically targets Asian people and gives people leisure to be racist towards Asian people, as if an Asian person purposely coughing on somebody would not bring even more racism, like, on their plate, right? Oh my fucking god. Like, honestly, like, I don't even know what else to say, because that's just, it makes my brain hurt, honestly. So, if you don't know of the content creator Jay Schlatt, well, I loathe you. Honestly, I really do. To keep it short and sweet, Jay Schlatt is a content creator on YouTube. Pretty sure he streamed at one point. I don't think he streams now, but you could find him on YouTube. And he is also very infamously racist. So, there you go. Now, before I get the shlannies in my comment section, I just want to reiterate something. That I think a little later in this video, I say that I'm only judging these people by the character that they put out into the world, like put out like online, you know, because that is the only character that I can judge them off of, right? Because I do not know these people personally. So before any of the shlannies are like, well, why are you calling him racist if you don't know him, blah 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 blah. Saying and doing racist things on multiple occasions makes you racist. It was not just a one and done. It was not an accident. It wasn't a slip up. This man knew what he was doing. He knew what he was doing, and that is racism. So, just want to put that in there. Just want to reiterate something. Shit. Now, I am not going to go back and forth with Schlatt stannies in my mentions or my comment section. Okay? I am not. I do not have the brain capacity to deal with you guys. I really don't. I really fucking don't. Argue with the wall if you need to, but don't argue with me, because I'm not gonna have that. I'm not. I really am. I'm not. But people defend Schlatt being like, oh, it's just a character that he plays, you know, he's critiquing the Republicans and the racists, you know, he's not actually racist, you know, blah, 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 you know, and, well, tell me this, why is a white man making jokes about blackface? I can only base him and his character off of what he displays to the internet and what his content creator friends have said about him. But non-black people should not be debating whether or not what he said is racist or not. If black people tell you that what he said is racist and insensitive and has offended us, then you fucking listen. You listen! But I say all this to talk about the Tommy situation that happened recently. If you talk about how I look, you're anti-black. But anyways, basically, there was a clip that I cut out, and I was talking about how I personally think that removing Schlatt from the SMP does more harm than good. And I cut it out because I literally sound insufferable in that clip. Like, I don't know, I'm talking like a dickhead, and I sound stupid. But, yeah. I just want to say that, like, this is my personal opinion, that I think that removing Schlatt from the SMP does more harm than good. And will only further add anti-blackness into the community. Yeah. Gonna put your balls in your jaw, balls in your jaw. Tommy consistently makes jokes along the lines of, oh, Schlatt is a bad person. Twitter doesn't like Schlatt. Oh, stan culture this and stands that. But the problem with these jokes is that they are made to mock minorities that are hurt by one's actions. By making these jokes, you are belittling people of color, more specifically black people, and their feelings about things that you or someone else has said that has upset them and made them uncomfortable and, you know, is racist. Like, you're basically belittling our discomfort and your racism into saying that we are nothing but mere Twitter stans, or this is Twitter drama, and saying that it doesn't matter because it's just on Twitter, like, it's fine, like, guys, they're just stans, it's just stan culture. And Tommy has made these jokes on multiple occasions, whether that be on streams or on Twitter or, you know, like, on videos. Also, I just want to say that I'm aware about Tommy's, like, mental health issues and stuff like that, and, like, I know that, like, he said that he was, like, getting stressed out about this and stuff like that. Obviously, I would not wish that on anybody, you know, as somebody who who struggles with mental health issues. That's not something that I would want anybody else to go through. I think the thing is that Tommy thinks that people are attacking him because of this, which is obviously would stress somebody out if you think that somebody is attacking you. But the kicker is that nobody is attacking Tommy. We are quite literally just asking him not to make jokes at minorities' expense. We are asking him not to make those jokes anymore because we do not find it funny, and quite frankly, we are just uncomfortable with it. It's the non-black stans that are saying that we are attacking him. When I went under the Tommy Neg tag on Twitter, when that whole thing was going on, literally the top posts were people babying Tommy and excusing his actions. Literally all I saw was non-black fans defending him and villainizing us. We have continuously told him to stop making these jokes because, like I said, and like I've shown, he's made these jokes on multiple occasions, and we've continuously told him how we feel about these jokes. Y'all just weren't hearing us until now, but y'all still aren't listening to us. I don't know when along, like, translation that us telling Tommy that these jokes are not funny and we never thought they were funny and that they make us uncomfortable, I don't know where in translation that turned into us attacking him. The first fucking post on Tommy Neg was like, you guys are attacking a 17-year-old boy. I don't know who you're following, but my black MCYT mutuals and the people that I follow that are a part of MCYT that are talking about this, we're not attacking him at all. It's exhausting. Quite frankly, I'm exhausted. I'm sure that there's probably something that I've missed out on in this video, and if there is, please DM me on Twitter. I'll put them in the description of this video. I also know damn well that there's going to be people in the comments or my mentions like, oh, blah, 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 you're trying to cancel them, blah, 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 cancel culture, stan culture, yeah, I can smell it. I can smell it. I made it explicitly obvious at the beginning of this video that I am not canceling these content creators at all. But I will restate it since some of you guys might be a little dense. I'm not trying to cancel anybody. I am quite simply holding these people accountable because I am tired. I'm exhausted, if you will. And so many other people are tired too. I also want to say that I never held these content creators at a high pedestal. I don't know where that came from, but so many people were saying, like, you guys are holding these content creators on a high pedestal, but when they mess up, shut the fuck up. Okay? I know that they play Minecraft and that's what they want to do. They want to play Minecraft. I get it. Okay, but here's the thing. Hey, get this. White people aren't the only people who want to play Minecraft. White people aren't the only people who want to watch them play Minecraft, you know? We also enjoy watching y'all play and playing Minecraft, you know? I never, ever, you know, saw on the Minecraft website when you go to download it, there it says whites only, you know? We aren't asking y'all to be activists. We are not asking y'all to be activists. We are not asking y'all to go out on the streets and protest. All we ask of y'all is to apologize. Right your wrongs, you know? And I don't want any bullshit apology, okay? I don't want you just to apologize just to apologize. I want you to educate yourself. Listen to people of color. Listen to black people, okay? Educate yourself. Probably already said that, but, you know, and then give an apology after you realize what you did was wrong, okay? Simple. It's simple. The material is right in front of you. It's under your nose. It's handed to you on a silver plate. The amount of threads that I saw of people telling Tommy and just any content creator who, like, did stuff like this and telling them what they did wrong. Like, come on, dude. There's so many. It's right in front of you. It's right in front of you. Like, come on. Sometimes all you have to do is listen to us. Because at this point, it feels like we're talking into a void. Like, just keep us in mind, you know? Because your fans are not only white people. Simple. I like these content creators. I like some of the content creators on the SMP. You know, I not only enjoy their content and their lore that they make on the SMP, but I also enjoy some of their content outside of the SMP, you know? But at this point, at least for me, it's becoming harder and harder to watch these content creators without being uncomfortable. If y'all truly want your community to be open to everyone, like some of you guys say it is, then make sure that Black, Indigenous, people of color feel safe and included. Obviously, people are going to mess up, especially white people, you know? Like, people are going to mess up. People are going to say things that they probably shouldn't have. But, you know, when you repeatedly do so, or when you do it and people call you out for it and tell you why it's wrong and you just simply don't do anything, like, it's making it seem like you guys just don't care. Yeah. I think that's all I have to say. That was a lot, maybe. I don't know. Thank you for watching this video. I hope that I might have helped give you a different perspective on things, or maybe I helped you reaffirm some things that you might have been thinking, but maybe you weren't so sure, you know, if it was right or anything. Honestly, do not take what I'm saying as, like, the Bible, you know? I'm pretty sure that there's probably other people on Twitter that have, like, explained this type of stuff way better than me, and I will include their threads in the description as well. But I really wanted to touch on this topic, but I felt like 140 characters on Twitter or a Twitter thread wouldn't have done it justice. So here we are, me sitting under my bed, in front of a camera, talking for like 2 hours. This is gonna be a bitch to edit, am I right? You right?